What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state of the art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547.
Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuktu from Timbuk Tuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time.
Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy, the podcast. I got to talk to you about Detroit Auto Parts. They're the official parts store of Redline Radio. They have 2 convenient locations, one on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or the west side, 216-398-7373. Don't forget to mention Redline Radio, and you receive 10% off your purchase. Make sure you hit up Detroit Auto Parts. Check them out.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
like this death row now, man. Come on to Kevin Quan and get your interview on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Y'all got a good show, man.
I'm sure here, man.
Y'all got a good show going.
For real.
Real shit.
This was nice, man.
Kevin Quan, new death row. I'm Suge, nigga.
Real. Who am I want to be Snoop.
You can be Pac. I'm Suge, nigga.
I'm Snoop. Why the fuck I gotta be Pac?
Nigga, you Pac. You a legend. That's legendary. Nigga, Pac.
He ain't make it though. Like,
I didn't say he made it.
You already Snoop. Are you Snoop?
Snoop the biggest nigga on earth right now.
Like, what you mean?
Are you Snoop?
What that nigga said? Pac. My chest started hurting.
Nigga, you got 9 months on this label,
man.
nigga.
Yeah, like damn, man.
I didn't say he ain't make it.
Shit.
Man, Kev funny as fuck. And y'all fuck one of Kev for comedy, man. Real shit. My nigga said he ain't make it.
Man, why you trying to say Pac, man? We gotta get up out of here, man. I wish we had more time, man. This is a dope show, man. Kevin Quan, man, without
Damn.
With it, everybody, man, out there at Facebook, YouTube, world.
So she can see the screen. No, that way. Oh shit, my bad. I'm sorry.
Like I say, every weekend for the past 3 shows, free R. Kelly. Free him. Matter of fact, I ain't even saying free R. Kelly. Free Robert. Free Robert, because R. Kelly did that shit. Robert would never do such a thing. Robert was a good man. R. Kelly was a sick individual.
So you want to raise the sexual predator statistics on the streets right now? That's what you're trying to say. You just want him to be out there.
I'm just saying, Robert as a man would have never done those such things.
Robert as a
R.
man
Kelly
was with little
was
girls.
fucked up. No, that was R. Kelly. Robert would never do that.
No, R. Kelly was the one singing to us. Robert was the one that did that shit.
No, R. Kelly was the devil. Robert was the saint. Cause you know he ain't know how to read.
So because he ain't know how to read, he was a saint?
Yeah, he can't. You can't blame that man because he couldn't read their IDs. If he didn't know how to read, how was he supposed to read the ID?
You don't have to read the rate.
He didn't know the ID said student ID on it. He didn't thought ID was an ID.
You making this real sick. They was underdeveloped. All right.
Y'all talking shit, man.
No, I don't know now. I don't know. We're confused now.
Man, forget what this dude talk about. You were 12,000 minutes late, okay?
We wouldn't know that if you would have just brought in our guest.
Guess what? I know what you did last summer.
I wish I knew what we was doing on the show right now. All right, since Marquand's not going to do this today, we have a very anticipated show, man. I was wondering when this was going to happen. I was just waiting for it. I was sitting back. It was like a teenager trying to lose his virginity. We got the Jankies on the show today, man. For real, man. We go all the way back, man. 4 flats on the Cadillac. I just want to say that the Janky Promoters have worked wonders for everybody in the room.
The Janky Promoters was the best promoters in Cleveland comedy I've ever met such far.
You can't even limit them to Cleveland because we don't know the rest of the niggas. They the best in the world, Craig.
They've been all over the world, man. Atlanta, all Cali, all type of spots.
Yeah,
man, doing this promotion thing, man, putting people on, doing good business, man. Speaking of business, man, I want to get right into it, man. Because I know the Janky Promoters would never give us a contract that look like this. We're going to get right into it.
No,
we're going to get right into it.
I don't think we should do that right now.
Nope.
She hasn't even introduced. Nobody's introduced.
She introduced herself, right?
No, not at all. Nobody know. They're the Janky Promoters. We don't have.
Oh yeah, man. We go.
This your part. No, this you go.
We gonna get to it, but now if y'all didn't know who the Janky Promoters is, man, one half is Latrice Isaac, who we got in the studio today.
Oh, yeah, I said
Then we
first and
got
last name.
Ashley Fain. She's doing the Zoom audio. You feel me? She couldn't be in the building because right now she's in Dubai with the Prince of Dubai and shit. She out there.
Nigga's retarded. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
You doing
I'm gonna hop
great.
on camera real quick, but I'm gonna go back off. How you doing?
Sure.
As long as I get to see them pretty
Hey, y'all.
You know,
Hey, everybody.
yeah.
ungrateful.
All right, going back off.
Right. Everybody want to sing to you and shit. You see what is going on here. So, man, we just want to start off by saying we really appreciate y'all for giving us the time today, man. Making time for us here on Kevin Quan because we realize that he's slow. So, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all.
I get a check. What's your excuse? I get a whole government check for it. What's your excuse?
So, can we start
Exactly.
off with? I don't have an excuse, you're right. Can we start off with introductions? You know, can we get an introduction from y'all if y'all want to introduce yourself? Latrice, if you want to start off first, because you're here in the present with us.
Yep, absolutely. I'm Latrice Isaac, one half of Janky Promoters. Shout out to Kevin Quan for having us. That's part of our comedy family. Shout out to Timbuktu doing the engineering.
Yeah.
I tell the people
What
about
about Ashley? You are bad at this today.
I'm Ashley Fain, the other part of Janky Promoters, and I'm in the car trying to get away from my kids so they don't be loud.
In there. I just go to the bathroom. They don't really bother me when I'm in there that much. What I just always wanted to know, like, how did the Janky Promoter start? Where did it start at?
Well, it started in 2019. I had this bright idea to become a bartender. I never bartended a day in my life. I drank. I've been to bars, but I never bartended. And Ashley, of course, she supported everything I do. She like, all right, fuck it. I'll be your only patron if I have to be. So she was there with me. And one night we was drinking, and it was after a comedy show I had attended, and I was like, man, you know, talking crap about the show. We was like, we could do this. We could do it. We could promote comedy. This, of course, drunken nights, and we said it, and that was in July, and then our first comedy show was in September. So we put our mind to it. We said we was gonna do it, and we did it. And yeah, and that's how Janky was born. It wasn't no big thought out process. I'm not a comedian. She not a comedian. I'm funny, but I'm not a comedian by any means. But we thought about it. We had an idea, and we was like, let's rock it, let's roll it. And you know, when you got an idea, if you put your mind to it and you keep pushing forward, it's gonna be successful. So then when you got somebody, me and Ashley, we got the same mindset. So when you got somebody that's a true partner, you can make
Definitely.
things happen. So yep, so that's how Janky Promoters came about.
So before that, y'all never promoted one event, never thought about promotion. You just
No, you know, I did wedding and event planning, but that's
okay.
that's a whole different ball game. And then my career field is HR management. So for me to be a bartender was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? But I did it, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it. But again, that was just something that we decided to do. Now, we was affiliated with some comedians. My brother-in-law, Ashley's cousin, he a comedian, Rob Allen. So we knew some comedians. I've been to comedy shows, but never had we ever promoted anything on our own, or never. We didn't even know. We was just jumping into the deep end by ourselves. With that's that. You know what I'm saying? We got into it. But again, like I said, Sam Harvey, Rob Allen, Uncle Pimpin', those was people that really kind of gave us some game on the whole comedy thing and everything. So
Legends here in the city. For
on Kevin Klein, man, we like to give y'all flowers while y'all still can smell them, man. And I want to personally congratulate both of y'all for just being solid, being supportive,
thank you.
you know, putting on shows, putting money in our pocket, and just giving us opportunity and a platform to go, man. Speaking of the platforms, do y'all miss a Shakoya? Because I know I do. And you can bring it back, because I miss the Shakoya for real, man.
Fuck them Africans.
No, I could say about Shakoya. So again, like I said, I was bartending. So Shakoya was somewhere I was bartending at, and they gave me an opportunity, Janky Promoters, an opportunity to have a platform, to have the Tickle Me Tuesdays, which was actually a platform for a lot of the comedians that you see out here right now.
Sure.
Got they start at that Shakoya stage. So
Sure.
I miss the family, the unity. I miss that. But again, sometimes you got to go out on your own and make your own dollar. You can't always make somebody else a dollar. So I love Chicoy. That's like family. I still go there. I go there. I eat my lamb chops and my stuff. But yeah. So I miss the comedy. I miss the Tickle Me Tuesdays. But also too, we got to go out and make our own way.
Yeah, man. I just want to shout out the Africans, even though it didn't.
Do they have a name? They're just the Africans.
They're the Africans right now. Even though it didn't end well on good terms, I want to shout them out because, man, that was good. It's the first time my first time having fufu. I just remember that buffet show, and I just remember like the first round of the verses, and I won, and it was like I just remember so many good sets because like I'm such like an urban comedian. I'm so hood like DJ Khaled in 06. You know? So like, I do very well for the black crowds, and I was just so comfortable going up there because I went up there damn near every Tuesday. Like it was just a routine, and I just really miss that place, man. I wish we can bring it back. It's only for one night. You bring it back to one night.
Yeah, I know.
I want. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you on the floor. What you got?
Okay. Well, I just want to say this because, like, just watching y'all and hearing Tim back there producing and like, we are proud of y'all, man. I don't want to go back. I want to go forward because we going forward. You know what I'm saying? We so proud of y'all. Everybody growing and we moving into our own thing. So I don't want to go back. I want to watch us all grow so we can meet up. Like, you know what? Let's take this person's jet. So we're going to meet up here on this island sometime or on the beach somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And like how he already gave you all y'all flowers, I want to say I personally appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, for, all the opportunities. Maybe nobody appreciates y'all more than Mark Quan because y'all was working him and nobody fucking likes him.
Y'all want to get into that story since Janky Promoters here? Because Tim asked before the camera came on, why was you blackballed for 8 months? Well, Tim, what's the story time? Stories from the cell.
Oh, Jesus.
So I believe this was my first time, one of my first times ever hosting. Like, I think like ever. First or second. First time hosting open mic. And I was on that bitch roasting comedians. I'm always on roast mode where I was just like, it was open mic, and it was a couple people first time doing comedy. I didn't know. I thought he was all seasoned comedians that could take a joke, and I'm just up there like, you're whack. I was like, also really was the ego trip. Sometimes a nigga ego in the head get in the way, and they don't be thinking rationally.
So you fucked up when you have to explain why people don't like you.
Yeah, so fuck you. People like me now. They got over their shit a long time ago. But anyway, Tim, yeah, man, I was up there roasting niggas and shit, burning bridges and shit, bro. I brought the wrong attitude to hosting an open mic, and behind that, I wasn't booked for like 6 months until niggas got over it.
See, what's crazy to me is like I feel like if I was new and you roasted me, like I would have been like, oh, that nigga funny. Like
some people ain't give
so
up.
I don't understand.
It's the way I went about it.
Yeah,
it was the way I went about it. I'll just like every time you're on that stage, you learn from okay, don't do that again, do that again, and don't do that again. Embellish on this, do this more, do that less. So like that was I had to learn the hard way. Don't do that again. Right. In the open mic, like don't get the tweaking and shit.
Enough about you and dumb shit you've done in your past. Moving forward to the Jankies. What was y'all last event, man? What was the last thing y'all organized? I know I seen y'all. I didn't go. I don't want nobody to look at me funny when I see y'all review and shit. I didn't follow it that much because I imagined it was gonna be dicks everywhere. But, you know what I'm saying? How that turned out, was it cool, man? I never seen no event like that for real. Maybe because I don't pay attention to shit like that.
Right. That was our last event, and it went well. We got the police called on us, so it's always with them Jankies, but it went well. Yeah, I would say too many African Americans in one location is what happened. So,
that'll do it.
But it went well, and that was our last event so far. Me personally, I done the wing off with I'm on that with Tim, Lex, Tank, Candace, Wayne Views, Civi, Sherelle, and Rochelle. So that's the Wing Off 2022 second annual Wing Off. So that was dope too. And then last night the fairly new comedians or fairly new comics comedian some fairly new competition with the Situation Changer. So that was something else that we was involved in.
Yeah, man, you just said a lot of names. Them people stay work. I don't know who worked more than goddamn Tank and Lil Daddy.
I love they Gene too.
Yeah,
I love
work
they hustle,
ethic is
man.
Crazy, man.
They hustle is real good, man. Like
Yeah.
hustle, grind get you places. Like
For sure.
people see you grind and they gonna want to book you more because they like your grind, they like your hustle. I believe the more you grind and the show you grinding, that the more shows you book. Like, man, I like this nigga grind. I want to put them on the show. So I remember like last week I was
Another
booked,
one of your stories.
I was booked 5 days out the week. And that just came from my grind. You feel me?
Sure.
And I'm in a situation right now where they was want to pay me some money to host this fashion show, and a couple people might think I'm backing up, and the lady who running the show, like she called me. We was like on a Zoom call. She's like, man, I don't care what they gonna do. I'm gonna book you anyway because I fuck with you. I like your comedy. So even if it's just me and you, how much you want to do such and such.
That's fine.
So it's like people see your and another dude who's supposed to do that
You
show.
got
with
more?
me,
You got more?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
ain't
You
done.
got more? All right.
He backed out of it. He said because there wasn't no mic or nothing. But I'm a comedian. I don't need no mic. It was a stage, and they was paying me. So I'm like, see, y'all paying me. I don't need no fucking mic. I'm gonna go up there and talk my shit. And that me going up there doing that led me into them wanting to book me again. Instead, they're not gonna want to book him because he ain't really had the balls to go up there. But
Sure.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a comedian. I ain't scared. I'm gonna go talk my shit regardless.
We can
especially
see
for that
you
check.
don't give a fuck. You're going to talk your shit. We see that. All right, we got that. So can I ask them interview questions now? Can we just-
Go ahead, Bucko.
My bad. I just if you don't want me to talk to him, I ain't got to. If you don't want me to say
You
nothing.
are dressed
Ashley, I just want to say
like Hakeem
I just
off
want
of
to
Juice.
ask, you are dressed like none of them niggas off no movie. Ashley, I just want to know, what do you feel before I ask Latrice? What was you feel most memorable show that y'all put together that y'all organized?
Most memorable.
Yeah.
You know what? The verses, the one we had at the one at the Garfield Heights. Y'all remember? I think you was there, Kevin. I'm not sure if Quan was.
Hole and
Yeah, that little teeny place, and we had it there, and it wasn't enough room, wasn't enough chairs. The grandma was trying to feed everybody and tell them where to sit, eating their grapes and stuff. It was a whole, but it was so fun though. Like everybody was sweet and nice, but it was just like a quick put together show, and it was a little hectic, but it ended up being great. And we got roasted, and I laughed. It was fun. I remember.
that was a nice show. I definitely. Trees, what about you? What was your most memorable show that y'all put together?
I'm gonna go and say our first show, and that's just because that was new to us, right? So it was our very first show. We was throwing stuff together. We didn't know what we was doing, and we sold out. It was at a ballroom in a hotel, and again, that's memorable for me because we didn't know what we was doing, and we did it. You know what I'm saying? So I always remember that, and I remember the feeling like afterwards, like that's dope. We did this. You know what I'm saying? We planned this in 2 months, and we did it. So to me, I say that's my most memorable show because it's the first show, and it catapulted us to where we needed to be.
So, you know where I'm going at with this, right? That was real memorable. Something like one of one sports cards and memorabilia located at 13221 Prospect Road, Strongsville, Ohio. Call them today at 440-638-4044 for all of your sports card and memorabilia needs. Since we up in here and we all know the Jankies, I don't know what that
Tim is farting in the microphone. Tim, damn.
Thanks a lot, sir. Since we in here,
Go
we
check
all
yourself.
know
Go to the
Jankies.
bathroom real quick.
Yeah, if you left for staying, that'd be mean, Tim. I know your streaks be like a whole Snickers in there.
That is not right.
Tim don't even. Tim draws me so bad he can't even watch them. He just buy new pairs.
That's bad. I know
He can't even watch some shit.
If it ever get that bad, no cap, I do throw them away.
So I had a stomach virus one time when I was younger. I had that. Never mind. Quan, we're gonna ask you first since you have so many stories to tell. What do you say would have been your most memorable show here with the Jankies? Because they put on countless shows, all type of shit. They do comedy events, bar mitzvahs, C-sections, you know what I'm saying, circumcisions, all that.
I would have to say the verses, man. It was the first round of verses. I was dressed pretty decent. You know, I have my little lady friend with me. Cause I'm usually
stand when he say that shit.
So when I dress up, it's like a transformation.
That nigga be like, I had looked good that day. I remember it.
It's like a whole transformation. It's like a 180.
What verses was that, man?
The first verse it was me versus Tsunami, and I think it was Queen King. It was what's the nigga name? Deacon Petty and somebody else.
I remember his team.
Who was the Deacon Petty? Tierre King.
Deacon Petty and me and Tsunami, and I won it. And then it was like, I don't know, man, because I was on my shit, and then they announced my name. You asked me about me, you ignorant motherfucker. Yeah, man, it's like man, I got chills when they announced my name because I know I did good, and like sometimes like, you know, you never know if you're gonna win, even if you did good, and then it felt good. Like, okay, I won this. I felt like I earned this. I felt like I was on my shit, and it was just a dope feeling, man. Like, that was my most memorable show at Sequoia. But I feel like all my shows at Sequoia be memorable. I don't think I ever bombed at Sequoia. Except for me roasting everybody, where I got banned for 6 months. But other than that, I don't think I never had like
You did not get banned.
banned for 6 months. That was definitely bad.
Hey, but no, you can't really help but to give y'all flowers for real, man, for a whole bunch of different reasons and a whole bunch of different ways. Like you said, y'all was having a conversation in the bar, and then y'all moved on. A lot of people, I have a plethora of drunk conversations about business and ideas with motherfuckers in bars. Every time I go to a bar, damn near, it's a motherfucker with an idea. But the fact that y'all discussed the idea and went on and moved forward, and y'all here where y'all at today, like, you know what I'm saying, that shows a lot for real, man. It's a difference between
and so that really show, like what they say, it's very cliche to say, but you can do anything you set your mind to.
That's true.
It's real cliche, but it's actually true. If you really put your mind to it, I'm gonna do this, and this is what I'm gonna do, and you just get tunnel vision, you literally gonna do it.
Let it show that the rest of the Janky Promoters ain't going nowhere, man. They here to stay. Something like the Rusty Spur Saloon. They are located in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Rusty Spur Saloon have been voted the biggest hole-in-the-wall saloon for the last 2 years in a row. If you're ever in Vegas, go check it out.
Now, I want to ask a question. What's going on, Timothy?
He's tweaking, man. Let him fucking tweak. That was a movie. You might not have heard.
We good?
Don't bring attention to our problems.
Man, I need 15% off the show fee for this, man.
I do want a question. I got a question since he want to postpone his. How does it work with y'all relationship for real? You know what I'm saying? Being that y'all really working together at a distance for real, man. I applaud that shit too for real, man. It has to be hard, you know, the space in between y'all. How do y'all keep communication and work out with shows and shit? Like, what is that like?
Well, we already talk almost every day, if not every day. And we're family, so that's another thing too. But we just keep open communication. You know, like when she was away and I'm at Tickle Me Tuesday or whatever, I would have her on FaceTime and she's seeing what's going on, or I tell her about the show after. So we keep open communication, and that's another reason why we so successful too. I know if I could trust anybody, I could trust Ashley, and she knows she could trust me. So we just keep our communication channels open. She got an idea. Even if I don't agree with the idea, we still roll with it. If I got an idea and she don't agree with it, we still gonna roll with it, and then we figure out what worked well and what didn't work well. We just communicate well with each other. So.
I like how you said, if you got an idea, I'm still gonna roll with it, even though you like it, because that kind of explains me a kid relationship. I don't want to do shit this nigga be wanting to do. I done talk to a couple things, and like he might be like, no, I don't think it's a good idea. But he fuck with me and he'll try it out just on my behalf. Like this, I want to get into like yesterday. I was talking to him to go into audition for this play. Nah, it looked pretty good. I'm like, kid, like, I ain't fucking with this. Ooh. I'm like, bro, we can put theater on our resume. It's a play. They said we getting paid. I'm just saying.
You act like you ain't never lied on your resume. I could
I'm
put
like,
theater on my
man,
resume
I ain't
right
fucking
damn
with it.
now.
I ain't fucking with it. But I'm like, bro, we comedians. We can put this on my resume. I pretty much talking and doing it. So, but we get down there. Everything seemed cool. The ladies seemed pretty cool and everything. And we do our little rehearsal. We get the role or whatever. But before we leave, we get a contract, an agreement, right? And I don't go too much over it. I'm gonna pretty much go over a couple of them and let you know where she had us fucked up at. And we wasn't gonna really go expose her, but since you wanted us to sign this shit, we gonna let you know what we gonna try to get people to
I
sign.
just want to know. I just want to just throw out there that he keeps saying we. I haven't said anything. If you ever want to work with me in the future, I'm wide open. This business transaction right here, I do not agree with. But if you ever want to work with me in the future, I'm available. So I'm gonna let him say.
So so let's say contract 3, you agree to give all rights you may have in the promotion of the stage play, including that of any website promotion, public media promotion, video, photography shoots, and other promotion thereof to Cash Team Productions. Now they call it Cash Team Productions, right? This will allow us to promote and distribute the stage play in every way we can. Okay, that's cool. Cash Team Productions will do our best to ensure your health, safety, and welfare during the performance. Cash Team Productions will provide you with food and refreshments throughout the performance. That's all cool, great, and all that, right? A couple other agreements. But this is what they had us fucked up at. It said, if there is an adequate profit from the play, Cash Team Production agrees to pay a small compensation affordable for your performance in the stage play. The fee is payable within 28 days after the performance is given.
You see that lighter? All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and hit the bullet points. This bullshit ass contract said that they only gonna pay out if they feel that they made enough money for the process for real. I told him it was a bad idea. I don't like discussing contracts, and Marquand's being very unprofessional right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to politely decline on this bullshit.
Now the Jankies would have never even thought of making us sign some shit like this, bro. Y'all, this is bullshit, y'all. She said she gonna pay us maybe if she feel like it. If I make enough money, and if I do pay you, I'm gonna wait 30 days out of production. This lady wants to come on here every Saturday for the next 8 to 12 weeks to rehearse some shit. For some Dave sandwiches and some coleslaw, a nigga done already double dipped in.
Yeah, I can't even lie.
Tell about the nigga that double dipped his coleslaw, man.
No, that was nasty. When I went in there, man, I really felt the bad vibe, man. Something like bad juju. They are the official band of Red Line Radio. Bad juju. If you want to be booked, or if you would like to book them today, call Dan at 440-225-0511. Again, Bad Juju. They're the official band of Red Line Radio. Call Dan today for your booking. 440-225-0511.
I mean, who came up with this contract?
Don King.
No, Don King ain't come up with the contract. This is a Slim and Birdman Baby Williams production.
I will say this. I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that production company. I'm not sure like how much exposure they got. However, yeah, it does sound, a little crazy, but sometimes you need to make an investment in yourself. So if they do have a lot of exposure, just the fact that you in that play and you'll be seen by people that you may not be able to be seen by otherwise, then it might be a good idea. So you
I got four lines. I already 2 movies I get paid for. I'm not about to keep doing this over and over again.
I understand, but sometimes that exposure hit, and then you could don't sign that contract though either.
Oh, no. Thank you for that.
Can I say something, man? I feel like you're absolutely right. I've been presented with a bunch of different opportunities in my career, something like that, and I remember something that y'all asked me to do. With the Copernicus thing, like was with the advertisements and shit. And I was going through a whole lot at this point in time. I had just started getting booked. I had never been being booked before. I had this new character and shit. And I'm not even gonna lie, somebody I was working with that was working with y'all, and I usually don't disclose this kind of information, but fuck this nigga whole.
But yeah, damn, I said that. That's how I really feel. Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, man. Then somebody I was working with had advised me that was a bad idea, and at this point in time, at that point in time, I had listened to him, and you know, I feel like if I'd have had a lot of good content. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been good for both of us. I feel like if I'd have went back, I would have did that. But you know, somebody, you know, a mutual person that we know said that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this and leave this alone. Y'all will never have this sign some shit that say we maybe gonna pay y'all in 30 days. Every time y'all pay us, y'all told y'all gonna pay us, we got our money ready to show.
Oh, I have never had a bad experience with the Jankies.
No, they
even if something was late, I don't go for if they ran out of food or anything like. And you know what I'm saying? I've organized shit myself, so I know how hard it is to put together events. Like I watch y'all, like no matter what the fuck it be, like y'all handle the shit head on, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all try to have a good experience for everybody that comes. Like, you know, y'all not just, you know, y'all trying to make y'all money, and I see that and I respect that. But at the same time, y'all care about y'all brand and y'all care about what y'all putting out. So like that's just a beautiful thing.
A reputation, I can show y'all that. A good reputation is a good thing. A bad reputation ain't gonna help you.
Exactly.
So if you got a good reputation, people can't say nothing but good things about you. That's gonna bring you more business, and it's gonna help your journey go a lot smoother than rather people not saying positive things about you. You can't really say nothing bad about the Jankies. They did square business, and they never said they might pay us 30 days later. I just can't get over the fact that like we've been doing comedy for years. We got paid shows lined up, and we getting paid shows for years now. And then they say, "Yeah, man, come do this play for 12 weeks, and we'll give you some."
Still, a lot of people don't know us, and I understand that you can't get over it because I can't get over it, but we gonna have to get over it now because we don't have that much time on the show. Yeah, so as far as like, you know, y'all being promoters and everything, like Ashley, I started with you last time. Latrice, what do you think would be if you could accomplish one goal with your, you know, the promotion here and what y'all doing with y'all company? What would be one goal you think you would like to accomplish here with the Janky Promoters?
I would actually say that our original goal was to have a platform for comedians, mostly for African American comedians, to have exposure and to get exposure by people that look like them. So I would say that goal has already been attained. Yeah, but and then going forward, you know, I set goals, right? But it's different levels to it. So Janky Promoters is a comedy promoting, right? But what's next for Janky? So I can't just really tie it all to Janky Promoters when Ashley and I both have other ventures that still tie back and circle back to Janky. So ultimately, though, I would say a goal for me is to get our own venue, our own event venue, where we can put on our own shows, and then also allow others to have a place to put on their shows where it's a cool environment, no BS, and everybody can make money. Everybody gonna eat.
I love when everybody eats.
I love to eat.
Yeah. Ha. We know.
Now this is speaking of eating.
Can
This is a
Ashley
question.
answer the question?
Oh,
They
yeah.
team is two of them.
I keep forgetting because I can't see her, and I'm high and I'm geek, and I forget she there, but I know she's there because I feel her spirit. But that's something they say out of sight, out of mind. But go ahead, Ashley. My bad.
Yeah, Ashley, if you could, you know what I'm saying, one goal that you had with this Janky thing that y'all came together doing, what would be one goal that you would like to accomplish with y'all
So
company?
to piggyback off of what Bree said, which is our goal, you know, to have a venue, but honestly, to have like I want Janky Promoter, mind you, just to double back on what y'all was saying earlier, and we can get a chance to speak on that about the platform. With having a platform, we want that platform to be everywhere, not just Cleveland, not just Ohio. You know, we want that platform to be nationwide. So that would be a big goal. And then also to be able to have a brand nationwide, like to be like another Improv or a Hilarities. You know what I'm saying? To have have that all over. So that's a big goal that we want to have. But also, like she said, to make sure everybody eat. Like, so we don't want to just get rich. I get a fulfillment off of helping people or treating people like I would want to be treated, you know. So a lot of promoters don't a lot of promoters worry about the guests, make sure the people who paid to get in there is happy. But the people didn't pay to come see you, they paid to come see the people that are performing. So they are just as important as the guests. And that's how a lot of promoters don't look at it that way, and that's where they make a mistake.
Oh, you just gave me an idea. I'm going to work after I leave here. I just got an idea. My bad. I don't want to say it out loud. I see the face you gave me. I can see you. You know I can see you, right?
Now, this question I'm gonna try to get out for the past 6 minutes, and I almost forgot. Thanks to Kev.
Anyway, telling stories about myself.
I didn't even ask a question. We all here like to eat, and I was wondering, what's y'all favorite food to eat, and what's y'all favorite restaurant to go to?
That's a bullshit ass question.
We never asked it though.
That's because it's bullshit. That's why we don't ask
We never
bullshit
ask
like
people
that.
about their food. I like food. I want to hear what people like to eat. I like to hear eating.
All right, well, look.
Well, Ashley's a vegan, so I'll go ahead and answer. She could answer too, but she has a special diet. My favorite food is lamb chops from Chicoya, and I know I don't want to keep going back, but that's the best lamb chops I ever had. I was even thinking about those earlier today. I actually text Ashley and said I was thinking about lamb chops, but I would say lamb chops at Chicoya. Everything at Chicoya, they season it well, they cook it with love, and Chicoya ain't paying me to say this, and they ain't on the sponsorship list, but I love Chicoya. They got some good food. It's good, seasoned, down home food.
It just takes 5 hours to make.
That, and then aside from that, my second favorite food is fried wings. I like the whole wings, like the whole entire wing. So, the whole wing, breaded and fried and seasoned well.
Ashley, what about you? Since we're asking,
What's so crazy is my favorite place is Chicoya too, and again, nobody getting paid for it. They didn't even pay us when we was there. But my favorite.
Tell the truth.
It really is. They really have good food. When I say, I'm talking about, and this was prior to going vegan, my favorite was the red snapper. And then after vegan, my favorite was gasa. They cook the food fresh from scratch. That's why it takes so long, because they cook it from scratch. So that's why it takes so long. They cook it as you order, and it's so delicious. But yeah, y'all probably need to call them now and like, can we get paid today?
We shot a job.
What's your favorite food, Fat Man? Since you asked
My favorite food is pizza. I know there's like some fat shit to say, but it is.
What's your favorite pizza place?
Little Caesars.
Actually, Little Caesars is my least favorite. I think they're terrible.
Like that, they failed.
I like the Italian cheese.
Can I say something? Real quick? No, I just want to say something real quick. I know Little Caesars was the shit. It was 2011. I was driving down Harvard and I seen a big ass bill. I was driving down some street. It might not have been Harvard. I seen a big ass billboard and they had a picture. It was a Little Caesars pizza and that motherfucker said, "Feed your family for $5." I was like, damn, these motherfuckers winning. Like, center of poverty, goddamn it. I remember where I was at. I just remember being in a poverty-stricken area. Them motherfuckers was like, feed your family for $5. When I seen that, I was like, Little Caesars about to take off.
Man, Little Caesars is good, but you gotta eat it while it's hot. It's gonna turn to the box they gave it to you.
You gotta get the extra most best. What's your favorite pizza spot, man? Since
I remember a long time. I'm gonna bring up some emotional shit back in the day.
Since you want to make this about
R.I.P. my father, man. You know, when he was working and shit, when he like every other Friday when he get paid or whatever, we would order some pizza from Fabio's. It'd be extra cheese and mushrooms, and just nostalgic. You know, we was over there, walking on clothes in the bathtub and shit. So, the little good times was greatly appreciated. Y'all never walked. Your daddy never make you walk on your clothes in a bathtub for hours, and then go hang in the line in the back.
No.
You were privileged as fuck.
I grew up real bad.
Middle class.
Man, my people was making decisions. That was just a decision that your father made. Every time he got paid, he wanted to buy a pizza. My father, when he got paid, he used to go to Wendy's and he used to get his shit biggie size and he used to look at me and be like, I ain't got enough money for you. You can eat the hot dogs at the house, motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
He made it. Damn, they just different. That's why I was laughing because I was like, damn, my father was the complete opposite. He got paid and didn't give me shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
at the same time, he winning right now.
Right, because he was beating our ass and shit, so he had to make up for it some way. At least beat a nigga ass and give him some extra cheese and mushrooms and shit.
In his defense, you probably deserved it. I would beat your ass too. Like I just was just, I don't know. Especially you young and shit growing up, you just seem like you would be annoying. Like it'd be better without you.
Oh my God.
Man, RP possible, man. I was terrified of this nigga.
All right, man. So. RIP, man. With that being said, that was a lot that it was just said. It was just went off a little bit.
So who can I ask y'all something? Who inspired y'all? Like, what promotional team, like either local or national, do y'all look up to and inspire to be like? I like how they do their events. Like,
Nobody.
What the
I
fuck?
say Janky is one of a kind. we like Ashley said, we cater to our guests, but we also cater to our comedians, and that's why everybody that we mess with, the comedians that really rock with us because they know that we rock with y'all, right? And when we say we y'all family, y'all comedy family, we mean that. We ain't just saying that because we need y'all. We saying it because we mean it. You know what I mean? But you don't have many promoters that go out and care. Me and Ashley, it been times where we was hours the night before putting on chair covers, tablecloths, runners, VIP poles. You know what I'm saying? We want to make the experience
I'm gonna keep it real, man. And I'm gonna just say this, and you can feel however you want to feel. I'm about to put this shit on my Instagrams. If you ain't never did a Janky show, you ain't popping, man. Especially we just gonna say, man, in whatever region they want to say they in, wherever they stumping at. If they stump through your city, if they stump through your state, and I ain't pick you to do a show, and they stump through more than once, reevaluate whatever the fuck you doing. Goddamn, you ain't on the radar.
That's what's up.
No, I want to big up y'all. Like y'all really do promote with heart. Like sometimes you can tell, like you can just feel the love. Like some dealing with other promoters, you can tell they just trying to make their money. They can care less about how you feel. They just want to make some money. And build a brand and shit. Like, you feel me? I remember one time me and Show had a show. We ain't gonna talk about the spot, but the promoter guy talked to him crazy like, you fuck on my money. Like she did a whole 160. Like, damn bitch, where that shit come from? With my money and all, got aggressive with the nigga.
I about to get that whole jump. She ain't even know.
Man, she like, this nigga crazy. Like, you do not care about us, bitch. You care about your money.
I was about to go through my phone and pick 5 of the biggest females I know. Some of the biggest mongrels I know. They was about to tear her apart. She didn't even know it was coming.
Not the mongrels.
Cause I didn't even know. She was just talking about business though, for real. And that was just the thing. That's why I was saying the shit with the contract, man. I love doing business with people because you never know for real who you gonna run into or what opportunity is gonna take you for real. So I don't really like closing no doors or nothing like that. So when she approached me with the shit, she was trying to say that we was doing bad business. That like it was like with the ticket sales. She was trying to say that I sold some tickets and ain't get her some cut of some shit or something, and she got to talking all crazy, and I just shut the fuck up because I knew that this was just about to go left, and I just let her sort it out though. But I don't like, especially because I'm not gonna cheat nobody for real. Like I try to beat you before I cheat you. So like I feel like if you try to cheat, if you feel like I cheat you, you would cheat me. So like, you know, I pay attention to like that. And like she hit me up for real like a little minute ago and asked me to do a show. Like I ain't even respond. I left that shit on scene. I never work with her again.
Yeah, like y'all never came with us like and I was sitting there while I watching nigga. So I'm looking at the shit like, what the fuck? And she give all this little image of I'm cool and all this. Like she did a whole turtle flip. Like this bitch, what? So like that'll make you look at somebody and never look at the person the same. And like
I didn't call her a bitch.
And with Janky, well, she anonymous anyway, bitch. Anyway, with Janky, you feel me? I just, like I said, like y'all do this shit with y'all heart. Like y'all want to make sure the guests, the entertainers, everybody get their money. Everybody gets this hospitality, like Southern hospitality, ain't y'all from the South?
Right, yeah. So
real South Bronx, South Bronx.
Ooh, I love that. Where you from?
I'm from Akron.
I'm from Akron. Zips, nigga. Zips, nigga.
I mean, we not only bosses, but we workers. We play whatever role that's need to be played. We make plays. We take money at the door. We do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
For
Nothing
sure.
that we won't do. We clean bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? We do whatever's needed to be done.
Clean bathroom.
We do.
Since I said talk your shit, man, you just got me thinking of somebody, man, that say that quite often, man. I think it's their slogan, man. Keep silly, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm motherfucking Bristol, nigga.
Yeah, for real. Just saying shit like that, man. That's another thing that y'all do for real. Not only do y'all offer a platform, but y'all offer like the opportunity for us to come together and network with each other. Cause like we all working and we all working towards the goal. We trying to make it. So like, you know, for us to be able to come together and get to know each other and network, like that mean a lot for real. Like a lot of the shows that I have been put on to, I've been put on through a comedian that I met through working with the Janky Promoters.
That's what's up.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all full circle for real, man. Everybody eats, everybody benefits from working with y'all for real.
Can I say something real quick since we talking about that?
Yeah.
Literally, you know, my first time getting on the stage with Shakoya. And so everything that I have done to this point has literally been because of the openings that you have guys, you know, opened up for me for being a part of y'all platform.
And they had to open up the door wide as fuck for you too. Fuck.
That's so good though, and that's what it's about. Like I said, we're not just in it for the money, because you know what I'm saying. It's about what feels good too and what's right. You know what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but you know, we know what's right. You know what I'm saying.
And for real, and we're moving like that, like, you know what I'm saying, you never know where it's gonna lead you. Y'all just walking in your purpose for real, man. Like you never know what's gonna come from that. Something like Red Line Pro Wrestling is supposed to be here January 2022. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for upcoming news. You never know where they gonna go with this, because it was supposed to be here in January. You know what I'm saying? This shit can pop and go whenever. So be on the lookout for the Jankies and Red Line Pro Wrestling coming January 2022. Like for real. But, so I know that you had said like you know, we are Ashley, I think you said you want to focus on like everybody moving forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think everybody really want to know for real, man, because I thought about this the other day. I was sitting around, I was like, damn, I ain't told a joke in like 6 months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody laughed at me. I ain't got no platform. Like, what's next for the Jankies for real, man? Because, and I was going to keep this shit to myself, man, but it's a spot, man, that's wide open for real. And you know what I'm saying? If anybody would love to work with the Jankies or want to work with these people at this location, man, Chef Carolyn's Exotic Cuisine, located on something on Lorraine, like for real, like it's wide open for real. I feel like, you know, I would love to bring a room up there for real, and you know what I'm saying, in the name of the Jankies and Unacceptable Productions, because I got my own company that I be doing for real. That's why wide open. Like after we leave from up here, I'm gonna shoot up there, see if they open. I'm gonna try to holler at the owner for real. Okay. Like but for real, that spot wide open. Like I know, like Mark Quan and hosted hella shows up there. I done did shows up there. Ebony organized shows up there. And just for the simple fact that she's constantly putting together shows, I know that they'd probably be able to offer something like, you know what I'm saying, a constant day throughout the week where they do comedy for real. Like that's why wide open. I think somebody need to jump on that for real.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Latrice is an excellent writer. She's been writing for quite a long time. So what would be next for Janky? Marquand, all that theater and stuff like that. We got some plays and stuff. She got a lot of plans, you know, coming up. So that's what's next for the Janky. For her to, you know, start veering off and doing her thing, you know, these talents that we still gonna have our shows and stuff, but you know, it's time for us to take off into our passion and what it is that we see for ourselves. So we'll be doing, you know, independent things. We'll be doing things together, as well as continuing the comedy. But it's really time to start tapping in, because we want more money and we want, you know, more exposure. So, you know, comedy shows, it's only, unless it's being televised, which will be coming soon, you know, it's only limited to where that area is. So we all about the growth. So we trying to grow off into that. So we got a lot coming up.
I want to know what inspires y'all to call yourself Janky Promoters, even though y'all the exact opposite.
The movie,
But I
The
want
movie Janky Promoters, and like just like Latrice said, and like everybody said, it was a drunk night when we was, like, so we joking, we kicking it, drinking, and like, what we call ourselves? And then we just started laughing in the car. Wasn't we laughing in the car?
It was in the car,
Like,
yeah.
and it was like Janky Promoter because that was the only thing we could think of at the time. It was pretty dope. That was it.
Oh, but it stuck, and it works out perfectly because so many people, expect it to be janky or something wrong with it, and it's like you come to a janky show, everything is not janky except for our
It's opposite
name.
of
Our
janky.
name is just janky, right?
Mhm.
And but then when shit do go wrong, our name is Janky Promoters.
Period.
A janky show, what
Even
you
if
expect?
Even if it go wrong, y'all do it so well, we will never know.
Yeah.
If things go wrong, y'all probably fix that in the background. And since y'all like do all the venues and y'all do the promotion, what would be your dream venue to throw a show at? Any type of show, but what would be the dream venue y'all could throw a show at?
Ashley, you want to answer?
An arena, any arena that seats thousands and thousands of
It gotta be a Pacific Arena.
I ain't gonna pick
It ain't gotta be. They want
Madison Square
arenas.
Garden,
Arenas all around.
AT&T Stadium, what?
Arenas all around. So
all of
yeah, like Ashley right now, even too. I know Kev asked earlier, how is it working with us being so far apart? But just like we developed a network and a platform up here in Northeast Ohio, now we're working on networking down there, and networking everywhere we go. So we want to have spots everywhere, not just one arena, but multiple arenas, and also too, as far as us meeting all these comedians and networking and becoming part of this comedy family. When Ashley was talking about my writings, when I write my stuff, sometimes I vision like a part for people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this person is funny, and not just somebody's funny or they might not be able to act, but their personality fit into what I'm doing. So stay tuned because Janky Promoters will present some other things too.
Sure.
We'll be on the big screen. We will be around.
Ooh, that'll be dope. When y'all do present that, I'm pretty sure it's going to be nothing short of incredible. Something like incredible keepsakes. Call 440-242-9648 or go to their website at www.incrediblekeepsakes.com. As Diane would say, my mic is fudging up. As Diane would say, cherished moments are made to last forever.
Now, since y'all are women, I would like to hear y'all opinion on the recent overturning of the Roe versus Wade with the what they're talking about the abortion. What's y'all opinion
love
on that?
Roe versus Wade.
So me personally, I'm pro-life, but I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. God put us on here; He let us make choices, and if it's a choice that the woman wants to make with her body, that's her choice. So I feel like everyone is entitled to their choices, what they want to do with their bodies. If they feel like they can't take care of a child, provide for a child, whether it was rape, incest, just unplanned pregnancy, ultimately it's that woman's decision. Because in the long run, a woman is stuck with a child. The man can get up and go and do what he want to do, but that woman is stuck with that child for years and years to come. So, so that's all I got to say about that. Everybody entitled to their own decision what they want to do with their bodies.
So I respect that because I got a couple kids and I can get up and leave right now and not have to worry.
And also, Ashley, what's your opinion about it?
I'm gonna say this. I definitely don't think that anybody should be able to tell you what to do with your body. That's for sure. I do not believe in abortion. Also, however, I do think that maybe like a mental, like where they can check your mental, like, okay, let's say you pregnant and then you got this man over here that's like, hey, don't kill my baby. And then you got a girl playing with the man like, oh, I'm gonna kill your baby if you don't be with me. Like, I hate that type of stuff, so I do think that they should be able to, do some type of psychiatric evaluation before allowing people to get an abortion, because what if that man want to keep his child? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I don't agree with certain things, but like she said, with rape and incest and, or even the fact, like if your baby gonna have Down syndrome or, stuff that's stuff that may not, like the baby might not even make it anyway. It should be a choice.
And also with that, they just recently they said they just passed a law saying that women in Ohio can sue a man for unintended pregnancy. Now, Kev, how do you feel about that?
What?
I seen that. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of stipulations and different
Yeah, Ashley, you ain't heard about that? You ain't yeah.
It was
In
I think it was
Ohio,
Bill 262. I looked
in
at it.
Ohio,
I bet you did.
a woman can now sue a man for unintended pregnancy. Like you could take the nigga to court.
Hey, yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know why you wouldn't talk about babies and stuff, man. But, of course, that's not fair because at the same time, there's never been a man able to say anything to a female that he didn't want to have a baby with. So that's simply preposterous. Because I'm pretty sure if men had to say so and like children that they want to have, a lot of people have children. I mean, I don't want to say like a lot of people, but some people have children where it's not planned. Like if like a lot of different males or different situations, like if we had like the how do you say opportunity to have a say so in this, the population would be at an all-time low. I don't think
you supposed to say diminish. Work on this.
You right.
Or dwindle. Was it dwindle or diminish?
It was the population would be dwindling. I don't know.
I think if you have unprotected sex, then it was planned. I mean, what you think is you already know it's a possibility. So.
Ooh, that's fire.
That's deep.
And that's why I've been just sitting still for real, man. I had to just tell myself no for real, man. Like my cousin was for real. He told me for real a little minute ago. He like, you got to just stop dealing with people like you don't see yourself having a future with them at all. Like, why are you even doing anything? Like, what are you doing? Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't, nobody should share their time or their body, you know what I'm saying, with nobody that they really ain't fucking with like that. Like, it makes no sense.
Not 30. Definitely not in your 30s this time.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Now I see both of y'all single mothers, but I see that y'all keep y'all kids.
How do you see that?
Involved.
How do you see that? How do you see that? No. How do you see that? You know what, man? We
That's
have
why you flowers,
no,
man.
Your flowers are different than other flowers. Like,
that was set up. I was gonna give the beautiful part of it.
Man, listen.
It's a beautiful part to the end of it.
You know what?
These are teams.
Can
I finish?
Let it roll. Go ahead.
Let's finish it. Let's hear what he's saying.
Hey, you feel me? I see it. Y'all got y'all kids involved in it. All you know, cause it's a lot of females out here growing up ain't taking care of your kids, and I feel like y'all both are some black queens. Y'all got your kids doing a little bit of everything, you know, extracurricular activities, chasing their dreams. And what's the key to being like a mother that's gonna have her kids on the right path? Like, what's the key to keeping you put your children on the right path? I think they need to know that.
I'm gonna say it's no key, because no matter what, I feel like I'm a great mother. But your kids is gonna make they gonna make choices. You know what I'm saying? They might make some bad choices, they might make some good choices. But what makes you a good mother is that you there, you supporting them, you encouraging them, you speaking life into them, no matter what. So yeah, you made this mistake, and it might take you 10 steps back, but I'm gonna be here to help catapult you forward. So I encourage my kids. If my kids say they want to be whatever they want to be, we're gonna be the best, whatever that is. If you want to flip burgers for the rest of your life, you're gonna flip them damn burgers better than anybody else.
No, I'll tell you that, because he do that 27 years, and they might just give him some pens and a notebook and some Pokemon cards and some shit.
Well, I say this. My oldest son, he started out working at McDonald's at 16. And he's been, promoted through the ranks at McDonald's. He's went through college. He's been promoted through the ranks at McDonald's. So he's a boss at McDonald's. But that's what I'm saying. You can't just put your kids in a box and say this or say that. But no kid is going to ever go on the straight path. I even look at me. I wasn't a perfect kid, but my mother still was there. She supported me. She encouraged me. Whatever it was I was doing, she was encouraging me and supporting me. So I think that's what makes a great mother.
I can't even say straight path though, because it's not no for real wrong or right way to go.
Sure ain't.
As they getting older, like you see, they get their own personality for real. And you know what I'm saying? Rather as parents, whether we agree with it or not, sometimes we just gotta accept the way the kid is going. Like,
yeah.
Another question for y'all. Do y'all feel like it's harder to raise children in this society, being that all the access they got to different things like social media, and they be knowing shit too quick and just
porn.
Like I'm just saying, I didn't want to say that, but you said it, damn it. You think it's
I don't watch porn no more.
Well, all these influencers they seeing with the celebrities and all the social media and and niggas, young niggas twirling their hips on TikTok. Do you think it's harder to raise a child?
Yeah, I do, and I also I kind of think it's real unfair, to leave it up to us to have to block stuff or take stuff away. They got like my son was watching this thing with puppets, and it was like a Mario puppet and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then I heard something about a penis touching a penis on the same little puppet thing, so they make them pretend like.
See, I wouldn't go there, but you went there.
Thick though, they really introducing a whole bunch of sexual, not just homosexual, but just sexual. They have sexual things happening in these shows that shouldn't be happening, especially when their goal is to attract that age. And then once they get them, then they start talking about. Then the parents, if you're not listening and you just see, you're not even gonna know that that's going on. And your son and they're watching people touch penises, puppets touch penises together, and all kinds
was playing Roblox or some shit or whatever it's called. And the way they got it set up is when you play, you can just play like in a virtual world, like with just everybody around the world. They got it to where you can set up a microphone, you know what I'm saying, and you can talk to him or whatever the hell. So he running through, he was playing a game for a little while, I'm walking through the house cleaning up, doing whatever the fuck. And after a while, I just get to hear something. It was like a song or like a chant. I don't know if he was saying it was you could tell it was recording though, but it was just everything about it was just, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not saying nothing like, like I'm about to stop feeling like I got to correct myself when I use the word gay and all of that other shit. But it was gay shit on there. It was some homosexual shit on there. Like it was just like it was like raw, like it was like to suck a dick and all. It was just crazy, like, but the person who was having it, he just had his microphone set up and he just had it playing on repeat. And I walked past, I'm like, man, what the hell is that? He like, it's on Roblox, like somebody just playing it. Like you really got to pay attention to him. They be playing these games like at all hours of the day and night for real. Like, and you never know who else playing. Like, it's an open wide world to anything and everything for real. Like,
you got to watch. As you got to watch real, or take all the devices away and go old school. And you're not be able to do that. Even now, most of your work is on the laptop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Cause I remember back in the day, we used to go outside and play. Like, now it's like kids want to be on their tablet, on their laptop. They don't even know how to play curveball or ding ding dash, or do they even egg houses on Halloween anymore? Like, do they do any of that?
Why do we have no productive games? You started off good with the curveball and shit, then you just drifted off.
Because I grew up in the projects. You got a problem with that?
Yes, I do have a problem with every other game you said was a motherfucking misdemeanor.
That's the games we used to play. You never played Punch the Crackhead?
No.
Until the OGs got mad at us because we was running the money away.
This nigga said punch the crack.
We used to just punch crackheads for no reason. We was little. We was project babies.
Can you imagine? You just thinking you punching a crackhead. Can you imagine how filthy your hands were? After
10 to 12. We didn't think about that
matter.
shit.
That's just hepatitis.
Yeah, Jeffy. I see Candace put. Yeah, that's what it is. The name of the show. So don't kids watch Jeffy.
Yeah, that's crazy though. And like TikTok, I don't think that's for kids. They started at, it might have really started for kids. But me scrolling on that motherfucker, that ain't none of your kids to be on. Like, that's not kid friendly. And it's like they teaching all young boys to shake their hips. Like, why are you doing that? I want to know what y'all feel opinion about this. What is y'all opinion on Hoochie Daddy shorts?
I personally don't think that. I feel like your shorts should fit. That's all. They should fit comfortably, but not. I mean, why they gotta be short? They shorts, but they ain't gotta be shorts.
Yeah, what you want to show your thighs for?
How do y'all feel about the feminization of the black male?
Why do y'all or how do y'all? Nobody keep letting you let this shit fly like this.
Do y'all think it's an agenda by the higher ups to feminize the black males to diminish the population?
Everybody gonna call me one of them. If I get it, I'm not gonna talk about it because y'all gonna. What is it? What is the name of that?
Conspiracy. If it's just facts.
Yeah, conspiracy. They're gonna call me as conspiracy theorist, but absolutely.
It started off with the purses, right?
Huh?
Then it started off with the purses, and then they started dyeing their hair and purple and blue and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they started painting their fingernails, right? Now they calling the shorts Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if a man walked up to you with some painted fingernails, a purse, and some Hoochie Daddy shirts, and his hair was red, white, and blue, and he had a nose ring and an earring, and he wants your and a tongue ring?
How about we not talk about these people? You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different.
I just want to know
they don't like men like that. I don't see them with men like that.
I want to know their
them.
opinion about the feminization of the black male.
I'll just say this as far as the black male in general, I feel like we as a people, we need our black men to be strong, to be providers, to be protectors, to be what they're supposed to be, like to be the black king. Not only do we need that as women, our children need it. So that's going to be the thing. We're going to keep having kids killing kids if they don't have male figures to stand up and tell them, it's the right thing. I get it. We all was kids. We all thought the street life was cool, but at some point in time, they got to see that this is killing our population. You know what I mean? If all these black boys is killing black boys, where the black girls going to have the babies with? You know what I'm saying? So I'll just say that. So I just think that it's all just aside from what they wearing and their appearance, it's just a mental thing too. Men got to step up and be men and stop being little boys, be kings out here. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you'll have a queen. That's why you got a lot of strong black women, because we don't got no choice but to be strong when you don't have a man to stand up and be strong. And I'm talking about all men in general. Stand up, take your place. Even if it ain't your kid, it might be your nephew, your godson, whoever, but stand up and take your place and teach these kids the right way, So we can't keep judging and be shameful and shaming people, but we got to be able to stand up and say, you know what, hey, let me tell you something, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion, of course. But I think that we need strong black men, kings, protectors, providers, things that we were designed to be. We're kingdom people, so we was designed to be kings and queens, but we need to act accordingly.
Absolutely.
Amen, sister. Say it loud.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Say it loud.
But for real, as far as like the street life going, you know what I'm saying, is with the youth and everything like that, I think a lot of people have like the street life confused on what is just complete nonsense nowadays.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We've had, people that were growing up and they weren't presented with certain opportunities,
right,
or they were, even if they were filling out job applications and they couldn't get a job, or they were in between jobs or something like that. We have people that chose a different route, you know what I'm saying, what I might consider the street life, you know what I'm saying. But as far as like what we got today, we just got, excuse my language, little niggas running around in ski masks with guns and shit.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's complete. That's just stupidity. Like,
yeah, man.
Acting retarded doing stuff.
You say what happened?
I said they out here acting retarded doing stupid stuff. Like, okay, you want to get into a fight with somebody because this person told your girlfriend that you ain't getting money, and then you end up getting killed over that, over something simple like that. Like they don't have, it's like, and I really blame it on the games, because they don't have a version of, they don't understand this is real. You can't take that back. That person is gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they really understand it until they sitting in a cell and crying. Like, this is not Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? This is not Fortnite. This is real life. I don't think they really understand that. Now, a lot of people our age, it's really the kids that's our age. The parents are our age. So the people we grew up with, their kids are now out here going crazy. Yeah. And it's also the TV raised our kids, or the daycare raised our kids, or so we really got to sit and evaluate ourselves. Now, mind you, they're going to do what they want to do, just like Tree said, but at least they do know what's valuable. They understand values and substance. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. You got to teach your kids values and substance. Yeah. But if mama out here saying money is the only thing that's valuable, your shoes is valuable, you got to have this, you got to have that, then that's all that matters. So if you talking about me not having no money, then I'm gonna get mad, because my mama said that that's the only thing that matters. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's real strong right there. Parents influence a whole lot of shit for real. Like they raise their kids to want to have a certain image and you know what I'm saying, be materialistic, and like that shit doesn't really work out. And a whole another thing for real, like
I understand where you're saying, because I have a son and he's getting older, you know what I'm saying? He's 12 years old, so I can't imagine, like, you know, what it is, what it will be for him to, you know, moving into like 16, 17, 18 for real. And I hear what you're saying, like they do what they want to do, but at the same time, they always gonna do what you allow them to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are children, like they underage, and like I don't know, maybe this is just the male perspective, but like you have me all the way fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what has to be done, or you know what I'm saying? Like my son ain't gonna, you know, I gotta approach it like how my dad approached it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like but for real, how everybody in my family approach it. I got threatened every single day. Like, nigga, I kill you before I let these streets kill you. Like that's just how like it was brought to me. Like, so I'm gonna bring it the same way. Like my kids will have me fucked up. Like they ain't gonna be just out here doing certain shit. Like I'm always gonna be around. I'm always gonna have a say so, and they will never be able to tell me nothing.
Tim, stop farting in the mark.
Yeah, Tim, you fucking up everything. They will never be able to tell me nothing or question anything about me when I tell them they doing wrong, because I've always been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like I left and then, you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't around and then I'm coming around and y'all fucking up. Like, no, like I've been here from the start. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? You gonna respect everything I have to say, or you gonna get some motherfucking consequences on your ass.
Do y'all think the hip hop music and the social media have an influence on the children?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
so do y'all think like try to restrict
I don't mean
them
to cut
from...
you off, but I'm gonna cut you off anyway because it just makes me feel better for some reason. Even when I was younger, for real, like even with the rap music and shit, I wasn't allowed, like, you know, certain, like, I'm gonna just say this shit because this was real. When my mother was a little bit more nonchalant with shit, like, you know what I'm saying, we ride in the car, she'd let the shit play or whatever the hell. With my father, like certain shit, he wouldn't even let us listen to certain shit. We was riding, listening to 107.3 The Wave and shit when we was going places, like, you know what I'm saying, like it was just a whole lot of shit. Like they policed everything, like, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Do you think the new generation parents have got it softer? Y'all think we was raised up a little bit rougher than these? Cause I feel like, especially with the toys and the access, the kids definitely grew on up better. Like we didn't have iPhones and all the latest J's at 12 and shit. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 18. I bought it myself. So like we didn't. I feel like we come out a little bit spoiled. Like I tell my nephews all the time, like when they be talking about like little crazy shit, they get into their mother like, I didn't have this shit. Your mama bought you. I did not I just had not had none of this shit.
Me neither.
Y'all spoiled.
So
I tell them like right to their face, like we didn't have this shit. We grew up in the project.
Parents are softer now. Like, what you think, Latrice?
That's my question. Don't try to answer like it was yours. Nigga.
I mean, you wouldn't shut the fuck up, so I had to ask him twice.
I would say this. So,
Oh wait, how do I see the comments?
I
Okay.
okay. I would say that if like for me, I'm gonna speak for me, for Trees. So coming up, I didn't have, like, I grew up in South Bronx, New York. My mom struggled. She was a single parent. She struggled to make sure we just had a roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? We was hungry. It was times where we was starving. You know what I mean? And I never wanted my kids to experience that. Or I had shoes. I had like little buddies on. Everybody else got on LA Gears that light up, or you know, the Reebok Classic with the two little Velcro things on the side. And I didn't have those things, and it made me feel some type of way. And I got into plenty of altercations due to that. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like, it made me feel a way. And my clothes wasn't always the greatest and stuff like that. And I remember how I felt as a kid. And I know my mom, like as an adult, I know my mom did the best she could. You know what I'm saying? If she could have provided those things for me, she would have. So now that I have children, if I'm able to provide them things, I'm going to provide it for them, right? And it's not because I want them to be spoiled, but it's because I know how it felt. And I'm not raising them to be materialistic by any means, because my daughter and my son, when they little, shit, if they want Spider-Mans, we going to get the light up Spider-Man shoes and they're going to wear it. And I'm gonna pay $19.99 for it. So I'm frugal still too. But if my son come and say, "Ma, can I get these Jordans?" If I can afford it and you doing all right, I'm gonna get it for you. I ain't gonna just get it for you just because you asking. And my kids will tell you, I don't just hand stuff out. You know what I'm saying? But I do try to get them what they ask for, because I didn't have it like that. You know what I mean?
As
So it was like
the parent, you should want to provide for your kids.
You want your kids to have better than you had,
For
right?
sure.
So, and I want my babies to have better than I had.
And
So that's what it
admirable.
is.
That's how you're supposed to have it. Ashley, how you feel about this? You think parents nowadays are too soft, or they spoil the kid?
I I think parents nowadays are selfish. I'm not even gonna say they're spoiling the kids. I think they're selfish, and I was one of them, up until recently. So, I have to admit that and admit my faults. You think that buying them things and giving them what you didn't have, like me, I bought my first pair of Jordans at our New Year's Eve show. That was my first pair of Jordans. Remember the black and gold Jordans we had? That was my first pair of Jordans just recently. So
Jordans. That was like my second pair of Jordans.
right. So, like my mom, I remember we were supposed to go on a trip to Disney. We never made it to Disney. We made it to Georgia. My mom and dad got into a fight and we had to come back home. So, things like that I want to do for my kids. But it also, it was me being selfish because I was really trying to fulfill what I missed, not really what they needed. So I think a lot of parents are selfish in one or two ways, the way that I'm talking about, or even more selfish where they like go watch TV, forget your clothes, forget this, forget that you may need help because you got some mental instabilities. I'm working on what I want to do and not focused on you. So it's really a lot of selfishness, not really, not hard on them because sometimes they too hard on them. But I think a lot of parents now are selfish, and that's what's wrong with the kids.
I want to touch all over that with the mental instabilities and shit like that. I hear you with that, but sometimes you know what I'm saying. Like we parents, we older, but like we people too. So like sometimes like it'd be hard to like be a parent and tie that in to everyday life and still be the best you can be. Like what I'm saying. I won't say that shit is always easy.
Never.
At all, but for real, as far as like the material things and everything like that, I see a lot of people focus on that, or like what you doing for the child and the things you want the child to have, and I don't even think that should be the main focus or where the problem is nowadays. I feel like the problem is nowadays that even if you have the money to provide these materials, or even if you know what I'm saying, you can be focused on anything. Like it's the lesson, like it's like what you putting into the child. Because even back in the day, you had different families that were able to provide and have different things. Like even when the Atari came out, even if you want to take it all the way back there, we had other, you know what I'm saying, we had families that could buy it, and you know how we had families that couldn't. But you know what I'm saying, the focus like on the lesson, on what you putting in the kid, and like what you teaching them, and like the values you giving them, and you know what I'm saying, that's shit. I think like a lot of parents, like they just focus on the discipline instead of like lesson behind it nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of discipline or praises nowadays, but you know what I'm saying? It's never really like no lesson like behind. Like even if somebody tell you like, oh, like you shouldn't have did that, like you fucked up, you supposed to say you shouldn't have did that. This is where you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do something good and you be like, oh, you did a good job, here, take this. You supposed to say, hey, you did a good job doing this. Like, this is why you did a good job. I think a lot of parents nowadays stray away from the lessons, rather they be positive or negative, and I think that's where the problem lies.
You said that just right.
Yeah.
Y'all feel like, do y'all feel like sometimes these kids got too much access? Because you access to the whole world wide web. It's some shit like they don't need to see. And do y'all believe in checking the phones?
Oh yeah.
I do. And, my daughter's 6, and she got a cell. Well, first of all, she got a cell phone. Her first cell phone, though, somebody else bought for her. I ain't gonna mention nobody. But Ashley bought that phone. She was tired of her always on my phone. She was like, she always on your phone. My daughter would hang up on Ashley in a minute, like, because she was playing her game. But anyway, you got to check those things because. Like I know she was watching YouTube one day, and this was a while ago. She's 6 now, so this was probably like 2 years ago. And I put on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Like I put that in the search bar, so it was Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. She was watching the full episodes, and then next thing I know, I look over, and it was Minnie Mouse. And she was like tall. You know how Mickey and Minnie short little people. She was tall and skinny, and she had on a bikini. And then Mickey Mouse had on some boxer, some swimming trunks. They was on the beach, and then the seats. I was like, "What the?" So I was like, "Let me watch this." Because now I'm curious. I'm personally curious as why Minnie Mouse looking like a grown up.
Right.
And she had boobs and everything. And then next thing you know, her and Mickey went off to the side of the beach, and then she came back. Her hair was disheveled, and then they flipped a scene over, and Minnie was pregnant, and Mickey was like leaving. So I was like, and this is what my child is watching. So I think that you have to monitor what they do, and a lot of times it's easy because, like, say for example, if you work from home or you trying to do laundry, do dishes, it's easier to say, here, take my phone or take this tablet or go watch TV, and you might think that you have good intentions. Like I had, my intentions was Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but I didn't expect it to be something else. So I think that it's important that we monitor it, but you can't always, no matter how much you monitor it, something gonna always slip through the cracks. So that's why it's just important that you talk to your children and teach them right from wrong or whatever. Because even I talk to her, she play Roblox too, and I tell her like, don't talk to nobody on here, don't message nobody on here. If somebody try to talk to you, tell mommy, like, so she know to come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes sense. So even though it's okay to monitor them and stuff, but you still some things you're not gonna be able to be. You can't always be there. So
who's y'all top five? Who's y'all top five comedians of all time?
No.
He not talking about. I don't think he's talking about. I think he's just saying in general.
Yeah, not
right?
Cleveland.
Just in general.
Oh, okay, got it.
Y'all promoters, man, come on, man. I can't have no promoters be like, I like take Rich Girl. They can't answer.
Yo, Caesar, what up? Caesar, man, what's up with the intro, man? What's up with the intro, man? She's still in here. We ain't gotta talk about it. I see I just want to know what's up with the intro. My bad, I forgot what question.
Top five comedians. Ashley, you can go first.
Well, my number one is Mike Epps. I love Mike.
I love Mike Epps.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to meet him, which was dope, and he was like the coolest person ever. Also, number two, Cat Williams.
Yes, I love him so far.
3, Dave Chappelle.
Really good.
Michael Blackson.
I fuck with Michael Blackson.
Number 5, Kevin Hart.
I've never seen Michael Blackson on stage. Never.
Like in person or ever?
I've never seen none of his things.
You find it on YouTube or some shit.
You're right, but I've never found it.
Yeah, he booked busy. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't discredit his talent or nothing like that. I know he's fucking hilarious. He's fucking funny. What about you, Latrice, man? Who you got top 5? Dead or alive?
I'm gonna go with Richard Pryor. I like the rawness, the raw realness. Bernie Mac. Kevin Hart. To me, he's funny. He tickled me though. He just funny. We talking stand up?
Yeah.
Okay. Believe it or not, Eddie Murphy has some pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Some pretty dope stand up too. And I rock with Dave Chappelle as well. So that's not saying that I don't like other, you know what I'm saying? I like other people. I just like that raw, raunchy, real. They was like realness. You know what I'm saying? Like some real stuff.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I kind of feel my comedy come from. Like I'm cut from like Bernie Mac, like the raunchy, just straight real urban with it, just no apologies, just straight gutter with the shit. I feel like my style is. So like, what's y'all best like show y'all ever been to? Like, it don't gotta be comedy, it could be a concert. Like, what's the best show y'all been to and y'all like, damn, this is a good night. I was really entertained. It was everything I wanted it to be.
Our show.
Oh, y'all can't say
Janky's
y'all
house.
show.
Okay,
you gotta
no,
talk about, a show, a different show.
Why they can't say they show?
Because
it really was the best show I've been to.
Best show on earth, nigga.
I can say.
Touche.
Yeah,
but if you want to say outside of our show, because it really we really y'all really some funny people that we work with, so you know that really was one of my best shows, you know. But
yeah, though, for sure.
Just the real quick, I want to say that like it's people that I've met in Cleveland that's funnier than some of the people I named in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? So
I can see that.
But anyway, so my best show that I've been to, which I haven't before we started having shows, I really didn't go to that many comedy shows, but I did have a good show that I went to with Donnell Rollins. Yeah. So, he was pretty funny, and then there was a guy prior to him, which I believe his name was Michael, but I can't remember. But he actually working on Dave Chappelle. He was on the Netflix. I had to go to his Instagram to get his name, but he was really funny. I forget his name, but he was actually one of the funniest shows outside of our shows that I've been down here in Atlanta last year.
Oh, what about you, Trees?
I say I haven't been in no real like I've been to like y'all shows, which is always that.
A concert. It could be Carrie Hilson. It could be.
Big Carrie Wilson. I would have to say, and this was years ago, and even though my mother would tell you differently, because she was like, "You don't like no noise, nothing." But when I was young, my very first concert I went to was New Edition, and I can remember it's a memorable time for me, memorable experience. But I was a little, I didn't like noise as a child, so I was like, "It's too loud in here," but I can still remember it. So so that's it. That's probably why I don't go to a lot of concerts because I don't like a lot of noise. Surprisingly.
Dope.
I enjoyed
We're trying to figure out what you laughing at.
I was just, I don't know.
Man, you like
He's
a
on his phone.
you look like a domesticated tigger.
You look like an indigent koala bear.
You look like a poor drug dealer.
Jesus.
Oh, you look like a poor soap dealer.
You got Kool-Aid stains on that hoodie jacket hoodie.
Oh, you got stains on everything you wear.
You got on $13 worth of gold and diamonds right now.
Shut up.
You got on $13 worth of everything you got on.
You got 2 iPhones, which one is stolen and the other one is on lease.
That's an Android. Why you have to start this right now?
You save your hair from your head to add to your hairline when you go to the barbershop. You say you want the more natural effect. That's why your haircut is $45.
You cut your own hair because you can't afford to do anything else.
There's some tall kitchen bags in here, and Tim couldn't even put his left arm into it. He just never do it.
I'm gonna take one out of Kev, nigga. You look like a black trash bag.
Tim ate his finger one day while eating a boneless wing. The scar is still there.
Oh my god.
It is. The wings was good.
Go ahead, keep on going. I'm about to blaze your ass. You keep fucking with me right now. I ain't got no time for this right now. You can at least ask them the interview questions.
No, we all see ourselves in the next 5 years with the Janky Promoters company. We all see ourselves at.
Not working with you.
I would say in the next 5 years, definitely billionaire status and a Janky being a nationwide, a worldwide name. I can see buses with Janky Promoters on tour for my stage plays and for the Janky Productions or Janky comedy shows. Our name in lights, our name on the big screen. So just different things. And then not only that, Janky Promoters is just a piece of what we do. You know, Ashley has a credit repair business. She has a call center. She has multiple, I always call her a Jamaican because she got a lot going on, but I do mobile bartending. So we got a lot of different things that we do. And of course, my number one passion is my writing. So I see all of our different branches and goals coming out. And not only that, also you got the nonprofit organization. So it's a lot of stuff we want to do, not just for ourselves to put wealth in our pockets and our families and the people that we affiliated with, but generational wealth for our families, but also to uplift our communities and provide wealth for our communities and wealth of knowledge. So knowledge, trades, and just encouragement and support. So 5 years, Janky will be around. So, but we're gonna be catapulting, and we're gonna be billionaires. So I'm speaking at multi-billionaires. So not just 1 billion. I'm gonna touch multiple billions.
For sure, man. Janky's gonna be around, man. They ain't going nowhere, man. Something like Growing Wings Adult Services. Growing Wings Adult Services, they're official sponsor of the State of Art Studio 2 of Redline Radio. Growing Wings Adult Services has 5 years of experience in taking care of adults with disabilities. They aren't going anywhere. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. Quan, you gonna end up there if you keep the phone.
You
gonna lose a foot?
Did Ashley want to respond to the 5-year question?
You answered it perfectly.
What would y'all do with $1 billion?
So y'all just in sync.
I'll let Ashley answer ever since I took the last one.
You said, what would we do with what?
$1 billion. What would you do with $1 billion?
Oh man. Well, Depending on how we got to the billion. So if the billion just fell in the lap, or if we like worked hard to get there.
The lottery,
If the
the
billion
lottery
fell
ain't
in the
even the
lap, we
billion.
selling dope, nigga.
You can't even make a billion off selling dope. You got to be big meat, Pablo Escobar, Griselda, and Boston George all at the same time.
But no, if $1 billion fell in our lap, like just like everything she said with the nonprofit organization, I always say this when it comes. My main thing is I remember living in my low income housing and quitting my job and letting my boyfriend go to work because I didn't want to have to pay rent. I remember not being able to see outside of my circumstance. And I always say to myself, if I get rich, my goal is to try to teach other Black women, young Black men that it's not you. Because if you can't see beyond your circumstance where you are right now, you'll never get nowhere. Like it's some people who can't even fathom leaving Ohio. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even on their mind. Like, oh, you went to the beach. Oh, I wish one day I'll go to the beach. Like, don't you got $199 for a flight? You know, like, but they don't, they have the money, but they don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? They don't, it's so many people that's narrow-minded or just wasn't taught that, it's really easy to, you don't have to always get over or do this to be able to access, what God has for us. You know what I'm saying? It's for all of us, and we know most people know that, it's everything is there for our taking as long as we step forward and walk into it. And all it takes is just stepping into it, stepping out on faith, like moving down here, stepping out on faith. Sometimes I didn't know what was going to happen or how it was going to happen, but I just want to grow and move forward. And we can't do that if we can't see outside of our circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
So nonprofit organizations, basically with the money. I'm sorry I got off track, but basically we would take that to grow our businesses, of course, to grow what we had going on, and also build generational wealth for my kids, and to be able to give back and not just give money back, but give knowledge, information, training, stuff like that.
Man, y'all women, y'all sure y'all not down with Dr. Rizza Islam and all them? Y'all the Dr. Umar Johnson conventions and shit. And sit down and shit. Y'all down with the Earth Farrakhan and the 5%ers and shit, man. All y'all missing is a Hajib around this motherfucker.
Shut up.
You already vegan, ass. You might as well go ahead and convert. You already don't fuck with the pork products. You might as well.
Listen, I can't have an opportunity to not deny Jesus and not do it. So I'm gonna let y'all know I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. I'm sorry somebody got offended by it, but I'm not playing no games with it.
I don't care who gets offended, but I'm a Christian and I'm
Why are you focus? Them hoes are not going nowhere.
That's not Spike Lou. We're discussing the after party that we're doing for our premiere. If you really want to know what's going on in my secret device, I'm in a group chat. This is all business over here, baby. I ain't just hoping. It ain't about the hoes all the time.
Your iPhone is on an extension. You got 48 hours to pay them people.
No, it's not. I don't have any rebuttal to that. Oh.
Hey, why do you think so real funny? You go half retarded. Like, why is that? Why is that? Like, why do you sound like an amused donkey when you laugh? I don't understand what's going on. Like, are you okay?
All right, man.
It sounds like when you laugh, you breathe through your nose. I don't understand.
I don't understand that, but it was slightly funny. No, that's him, man. He haven't discovered what it means yet to shut the fuck up. So we just work with him. He's just here. So it's gonna be all right. So you gonna ask some interview questions?
I done thought about 6 good ones in a row. I'm tapped out.
We got the standardized questions that we ask everybody.
Did you bring the book?
Up here.
Did you bring the book?
I know them by heart.
All right, bust 2 of them right now.
I don't feel comfortable with asking Latrice these questions.
Because we had some other questions that we asked like female comedians, but we don't feel like going there with talking. Y'all feel like y'all is
I asked
Hell no.
asking you these questions.
Why you sound like that?
I ain't gonna ask Latrice though.
That's how you gonna sound when you turn 72, y'all.
That's how you gonna sound tomorrow.
That voice sounds like you've been chain smoking cigarettes for 30 years.
That's your voice. You know it. That's your purchase voice. You do it every time before you about to solicit vagina.
You owe the Chinese lady for a free manicure you got last week.
I don't like your jokes, man. I don't know what to do with your jokes, man. I don't know what to do with them, man, because I'm trying to work with them and run around them and run with them, but it's just like, where are you going with these jokes?
No, Trees down there in Atlanta, I heard they got the best food. I mean, Ashley, my bad. Ashley, I heard they have very good food. What's your top 3 restaurants you've been to since you've been down there?
You already asked
and
about
which one?
food.
No, because she ain't answered.
She did.
What
She
restaurant
said
do
Sequoia.
you go down there? Like you go to there like at least like every 2 weeks. You got to go to this restaurant.
I love Slutty Vegan.
I love sluts.
Listen, and what's so crazy is people who aren't vegan who go to Slutty Vegan. So it's like, it's real popular.
Cool.
What's your favorite vegan? I'm gonna say something real quick about Atlanta. So Ashley didn't say, but I've been down there a few times, and the flying biscuit is so good. The food is so good. I think about it all the time. Their grits is delicious. Their potatoes is delicious. Everything is delicious. And their biscuits is delicious. Their biscuits is like pillows. Like they just so.
Ooh,
they fly. They really fly.
It's so good. So anyway, that was it. I'm sorry. That was Ashley's question. I decided to say that.
What's your favorite place to go to in the U.S.?
Well, I like to hit a slot machine or two, so I'm gonna say Vegas.
I love Vegas. I couldn't be more happy with the organization. Ashley, how about you?
Because I like to hit the slot machine, that's my least favorite place because I have a bad experience there. But I like Miami. I like Miami. In the United States, I like Miami. That's the closest you're gonna get to some clear water.
I heard Miami was expensive.
I've never had a good experience gambling in Vegas. Never. Never won in Vegas. Never. And I've gambled several times in Vegas. Like, I've never won. Like,
you won and lost, or you just lost?
Even the little ones that I won, it wasn't worth it. I've never been up more than like $120, $50.
Oh no, man.
More than like $120, like $50, like, and I've lost a lot of money in Vegas.
Me too.
I lost a lot of money in Vegas. And
That is a place I want to go to, like Vegas though. But I don't think I'll lose my money in the machines.
Yeah, he buy hookers. But no, like I have a gambling problem though. Like I had to realize that for real. Like
she should hold that loud. You let it out, Trees. Let it out.
I said the escort.
Let it out, baby.
Okay.
I seen the escorts. I bought pussy in Vegas one time. I put it on wax. I said it right there. We're gonna put it on there right there.
How was the experience? Where did you meet her? Break it down for me.
I can't even remember. I was drunk as fuck and off ecstasy pills. And yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't even remember how it came about. I just remember her being white and
white. I don't hear anymore.
I did. I might as well.
Fantasy killed. He killed the whole fantasy.
Why, man?
I did that for all our ancestors. Caucasian persuasion.
I did that for all of us.
You gave her some money for that cold pussy.
Oh my God.
The coldest pussy.
Is it cold?
If you want that warmth, you gotta get you an African American.
It wasn't even that much. It wasn't even
or
that much.
Puerto Rican.
It was like
or a Dominican. Or a Brazilian.
Hey, or
a Haitian, maybe a Jamaican.
These $40 Cleveland bitches.
Because the cold ones was white.
But you had questions for Ashley.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, I'm about to say nope.
So you went to Vegas and got a hooker and it was a white girl? What a waste of Vegas and hookers.
How do you know if it was a waste? You weren't even there.
I just feel like it was very uneventful.
It was a very poor decision. It was a very poor decision.
Yeah, because of her heritage. That's it.
No, it wasn't that. I don't know. I don't like because you know what I'm saying. I get free pussy on a different occasions. So like I don't like
that pussy. Okay, y'all. Can y'all dismiss us or something? Because I can't.
Cause that pussy ain't free. You are paying thousands of dollars in child support and diapers and shit. That shit coming at a cost, buddy.
How you know, nigga? I pay. How you know?
Diapers, wipes, Gerber.
I pay for them kids. You know, you right.
You are thousands coming out thousands
You
of
pay
dollars.
more. Your budget. My bad, Ashley. I have to get this out. He's so annoying. Your budget is more than my child support budget.
No, it
I
ain't.
guarantee. How do you want to bet this? How do you want to bet this?
I can no longer afford to dabble with escorts.
I don't have a job. I pay $32 a month, nigga.
The next time I have sex is going to be September 11th when the Browns home game opener.
Whatever, man. You don't talk about it. All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, he's sorry. I apologize. He's fucking sorry. He's you right.
We went somewhere else.
Oh, you went there. You went there right there.
We went to a whole. I'm sorry, guys. I want to apologize on behalf of Kev and Quan for that conversation y'all had to hear.
No, it wasn't even. Ashley probably hung up. Ashley, are you still with us?
I'm still here. I just got to erase my ear from all the. I just had a flashback from a relationship. Hey, look, y'all just gave me a flashback from a toxic relationship. All the bitches I just heard. Jesus.
And when I say hoe, I mean like heaven on earth. It's not a derogatory. It's just like my little piece of happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing bad. Like, you know, that's just my little heaven on earth. That's all that is.
Okay.
But yeah, we shouldn't have went there.
Now, what's y'all favorite meal to cook for you? Like, what y'all kids like the best? Like, oh, I love when mommy make this. Like, what they tear up every time y'all make?
What they tear? Chicken nuggets and French fries.
Or what did they request?
I'm gonna go while you thinking. My kids love my wingdings. Like they love my, like I make garlic parm, hot and mild. They love when I make them myself. They like them better than any wingdings they go get from outside of it. But it takes so much time to me. I hate making them and they love it, so it's irritating.
That's dope because my mother used to make the best like honey barbecue wings. She used to put them in the oven. With biscuits, with the shells.
I'm cutting you off just because here we really have to evaluate your whole position here on Kevin Quan because all of your questions were about food and sex. every single last one of them.
No, I asked about. You forgot about.
He had some good questions today. He had some good questions.
The youth. All right. The youth and the upbringing of the youth.
Right,
and social media. He did good.
Yeah, thank you, Ashley. See your real friends defend you when people try to down you. You see your real friend
back a little bit.
Wow,
something like Pit Road Diecast. Pit Road Diecast for all of your diecast needs. Call 216-355-2347. Mention Red Line Radio and they'll dial it back for 10% store purchase.
You, Kevin, I just gotta say you was made for this, man. I swear.
Yes, his voice and the way he delivers and everything. So.
I'm trying to get some radio shows or something.
Mm-hmm.
He all right. So,
no. Okay, since we're talking about how good Kevin is, we did a show the other day. We did a play. And I just want to say the lady gave me 5 out of 5 stars on the play. But at the same time, and then I just want to say, man, at the same time with this nigga right here, I be in his ear. I was in his ear for I don't even know how long. I was like, hey man, I like, did you study your part? I'm like, read your part. I'm like, look at the part. I'm like, read the shit. I'm like, I don't even know what he did. I sent him the shit. I even emailed him the whole shit. This nigga ain't look at it at all. When he got on stage, he was stuttering. Wasn't doing shit right, all type of shit. The lady was like, all right, well, we're just gonna work with you. We're gonna do it right. And I went on there and shit, and I was able to get in there and bust the shit out in 60 seconds, but at the same time, I knew my lines, nigga.
That's good though.
No, it ain't. No, it's just, you know, you just.
Guess what though?
You ain't even put it in. You ain't.
But guess what? She want us to work 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks for sandwiches, cold cuts, and party mix and warm Gatorade.
Yeah, and for real, the dude that was trying to sound like Bernie Mac. If you ever see this, I seen what you did with that fork. You ate with that fork and then you dipped it back in the coleslaw.
I'm glad I didn't get no more coleslaw. Some told me just get another
that's why I
sandwich.
ain't
Don't get no
fucking
more
around with him. Like,
coleslaw.
yeah, you want to try to crack jokes and shit.
I
you
noticed his
nasty,
phone. He had
you
Bernie Mac
nasty
on the
motherfucker.
screensaver. I kind of noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
And he did turn like Bernie Mac. I really thought this how he talked. But when I saw a screenshot, I'm like, this nigga trying to be Bernie so bad.
Yeah, but
and I actually sold him like some CDs in front of former videos. When he walked in, like, I know you. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I sold you some CDs in front of former videos before.
So, well, as we get so late in the show right now, I just really want to know what everybody really wants to know. Tim wants to know. Quan wants to know. Kev wants to know. When can we work with the Janky Promoters again? What's up? What can we do? I mean, anything. I don't care if we do a barbecue or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Comedy and cooking. We can put it together right now. I don't care what it is. We can do it in the backyard. We can do it at an open lot. We can do it at a church.
That might not be a bad idea for a YouTube series. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we can talk about it later. But yeah, like I just want to know, like, can we get the opportunity to work with y'all again?
I say this absolutely, and again, when we say that, like, y'all are comedy family, we mean that. We don't just say that and say it. We might not be around, well, first of all, Ashley lives somewhere else, but I don't be around because I'm busy, because that's life, right? But but we support y'all. We see y'all working. We talk about y'all, like, in a good way though. Like, oh, you see they got their show, or you see they on this show or that show, or they traveling. So anytime we got an opportunity, anytime we got a show or anything that's coming up, we always gonna connect with the people that we roll with first. You know what I'm saying? So just sometimes somebody might be in our area first, or somebody might be sitting next to us at that time. But anytime we got something going on, especially if it's something that's gonna be moving forward, like boom, 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 we gonna include the ones that was there to support us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was at Jacoya hosting the karaoke when we tried to have karaoke and different things, and you won some competitions.
My honesty is really bothering me now. See it fucked that up. I'm just gonna say it. See it made me not want to do that. I said it out loud. See it, some part of me loves you because you're a black male, and you know what I'm saying? We supposed to love each other like that. But like, you fucked that up for me. You fucked up my karaoke experience.
Oh God.
Yeah,
but it's all love with y'all.
It's all love, and you know what? And I think that whole situation, I believe everybody grew from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, even with me, it made me a better. You try to connect people because you think they got a good connection or whatever, but you got to look deeper into things. So I still love all y'all. Like, no joke. Like, all y'all, I still love you, and I miss y'all so much. Like, I miss them Tuesday nights and coming up there and just talking shit and having a good time. And that's why I met a lot of. I met a lot of y'all, and I met some good people. Like, people that we do things with still on the regular.
Yeah.
Beef pies. Everybody used to know. I used to call them beef patties, but I said it so much. They knew that I was talking about, like, let me get a couple of them beef patties. And they was like, all right, man. That was the only thing I could afford.
But just to let y'all know, when you said when we gonna work with y'all again, as Latrice said, when she even think about y'all, when she writes her plays, so y'all definitely gonna work with us again. And we pray it's gonna be on a higher level than us just getting a couple dollars for 15 minutes on the stage. You know what I'm saying? We talk when we do come up. Everybody that supported us, that's coming up with us. Look, whoever come up first, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Whoever come up first, we all eating, and that's really how I feel, and that's how Latrice feel as well.
Yeah, and a lot of times it ain't really about the money; it's about the vision, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If people come together and put in some good work and produce some good material, like, especially if this is everybody craft and what everybody doing, that's a win for everybody.
Like, Kevin Quan started off from a vision, man. I liked it.
I didn't want to fucking do this.
Shut up, nigga. Let me talk. I saw me and Kev chemistry, man, and I really fuck with him, his personality, his values, and things like that. And I just feel like we had meshed together. And now look at us now. We most improved show. We done had a number of R&B artists, now promoters, rappers, damn near every comedian in the city. Like, hooked up, like we everybody want to come mess with us. Like, it just all start like that. It all
still ain't had me on the show though.
Nigga, you here right now?
You here every time? Yeah, but like, and I will say that when we first started off this show,
that have that capacity.
We was gonna interview people walking down the street, prostitutes and drug dealers. And so like, we really put this together. When we first started this, we was gonna interview homeless people and drug dealers and shit. Like, so to see us right now with the Jankies,
We still gonna do that because I feel like ain't nobody tapping into that
I
area.
would love to have a drug dealer here.
Yeah, we gonna have a drug dealer. And some more
You
shit.
probably have to. He probably won't come on the camera.
We trying to get him. Just we could just cut his camera off. Or I thought it was going to be funny. I asked my local drug dealer. He doesn't do your conventional drug. I think he was selling Adderall. I asked him to come on the show, and I asked him to put a paper bag on his head. I thought it was going to be funny as shit, and he got very upset, and we had. Face, if you hear this, I just want to say I meant no disrespect. I thought that shit was gonna be hilarious.
Like for real, man. We got some more ideas coming with Kevin Quan, man. Coming soon. We about to put out some more content, different content. People really in the city ain't really doing, man. We about to turn it up, man. Like, and we do. Even though we do appreciate the opportunity for the play, even though we're not going to accept it because it's a
I'm not gonna lie. Talking to them, I might go. I might not sign the contract, but
you're not going to participate unless you sign the contract.
I mean, the contract is jack shit. Even if I sign it, it's just me saying that, hey, if you do this, we don't give a fuck about you. But anyway, I might do it just to put my face on something. I like my face being on stuff. And I stay right by downtown. You stay further than I do. I can walk there. I stay right by.
And you got more lines. I mean, that's why I'm glad I talked to you into doing it. Even if I decide not to do it,
I appreciate
I'm
that.
glad I talked to you into doing it. And maybe will be a better path for you. And I'm glad I had some type of way. You on that path because I don't think I'm taking the path. But if that's
I to ask them to rephrase that. Ask them to rephrase that. And first of all, if they make money, don't sign a contract, because then if they do make money, y'all won't be able to sue for it. And they ain't even saying how much of it. It's just not enough information.
It's madness. Like,
It's like we possibly could give you a couple dollars. If it need to be like percent, it need to be like a little bit more clear on what you would get.
I'm a slapper with it before we renegotiate.
Man,
but before we get we ain't got that much time. I just want to say, I just want to know. My bad. We have to know where we can find the Jankies. How can we find y'all? You know what I'm saying? Every platform y'all have, whether y'all have a YouTube or a Instagram, Facebook, everything, man. Shout yourself out. Where can everybody find the Janky Promoters, and how would they be able to contact y'all if they want to do business with y'all?
Gotcha. I would say my personal one. I'll let Ashley do her personal and our business. So you can find me at on Instagram is Latrice_Isaac Janky Promoters, and then Facebook is Latrice Isaac ISAAC.
Okay, and I'll just let y'all know, Latrice is Latrice Isaac _Janky Promoters. She's not an Instagram person, but her is Latrice Isaac _Janky Promoters. And our business one is Janky Promoters LLC, and on Instagram. We got a Twitter, but I can't even remember what it is. We ain't really rock with Twitter. I had to find that and give it back to you. But my personal is Ashley Fain _Janky Promoter. And we have Janky Promoters on Facebook, and then Ashley Fain. I got 3 pages.
They all the same name too.
And real quick, let people know y'all next show and when it is, real quick.
And
our next show is October 15th. It's I hate to say it before I confirmed it with the comedian, but we know when our next show is. But we were supposed to have a show last night in South Carolina, and a lot of things went wrong, so we went ahead and moved it back to Ohio home, and it's going to be October 15th. But it was called Jokes on You, but we found out that it's something going on in Ohio that are every month for Jokes on You, so we changed the name. We didn't just to let y'all know, we didn't do that on purpose. But anyway, so it's gonna be Love and Laugh. This is our 3rd Sweetest Day show. Love and Laugh on Sweetest Day, 3rd annual Love and Laugh on Sweetest Day. Chevy Terrell, if he's still available, because he wasn't, we haven't confirmed it with him since we changed the date. But I think everything will go well. But if not, someone will be headlining. But we hoping it's Chevy Terrell. And that'll be October 15th in Akron, and the venue is to be determined. It could even possibly be the place that Kevin was talking about today. So we'll look on that.
Thank y'all for coming through, man. To Kevin Quan, y'all always welcome, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all some strong black women. Y'all queens. Keep doing your thing, queens.
Thank you. And we appreciate y'all. Dope. Y'all got dope vibe, dope energy. Y'all mesh well together. And we do janky rock with y'all. So
Yes, all three of y'all. You too, Tim.
Tim counts as two people.
I was about to say something. I can't remember it, man. The drugs are really taking a toll.